Now, Patti Smith would jump on the next song too, and this is a song called "Ebo the Letter."
Yeah,
now,
I like this one.
This was recorded in the studio, so it's going to have a lot more production value to it. But this song right here, I mean, even that's my phone. That's a peddling. But even I'm going to keep that in. But even even now I'm talking about it, right? I'm starting to get goosebumps of it. This is a song I've maybe listened to 6 times in my life, and there's a reason I've only listened to it 6 times. And 4 of those times were researching this thing. This song is one of those songs that I can't listen to all the way because it's so haunting. It's so, it's so deep sounding.
It's very legato.
Yes.
There's a lot of smoothness throughout it, but there's also a vibrato effect which is kind of choppiness. So there's kind of a dichotomy going there.
Yeah, and I mean it uses an ebo, and for people who are not familiar with an ebo, it's an electronic vibration device that you use on a guitar that kind of gives you the sound of an actual physical bow that you hear on, say, a violin or viola.
It mimics the vibration patterns that a bow would create, because basically all it is, it creates friction, which creates vibration, which creates sound at a particular pitch, depending on how. Yeah, so the ebo is basically just an electronic bow, like you would see on an upright bass or a violin, popularized by Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. Actually, he was the guy that kind of made it a thing that people wanted to get their hands on.
I've used an ebo a couple of times, and I personally think it sounds best coming on an acoustic instrument. Don't ask me why.
That's interesting. I've never touched one. I've never had my hands on one. I've known about them for a long time. I've never even seen one. I've never had the opportunity to play one. Never.
We had one in our old band back in the day, and it was good for the things that we used it for. But it seemed to me, it looked like what's the best way to describe it? It looked like about the size of a webcam, right? Of a modern day webcam. Not very big, not very,
It's like kind of curved.
Yeah. So you can hold it.
Yeah. I mean, it looks kind of like this mouse I have right here almost.
Yes. And
I mean, but a little, not as, but yeah.
Shrink it down about 50% and that's
yeah. I've got a vertical mouse, Logi vertical mouse, if anyone's, but look up that ebo if anyone's interested. It's a really cool thing. I'd love to play with one.
And this song is written about River Phoenix. And I mean, it's just, this is kind of like the window into Michael Stipe's soul at this point in his life. I mean, he's saying things like, my loss and here we go again. I mean, it's just because of the haunted nature of the song, I can't listen to it. And I choose not to listen to it. Not because of anything in particular, but it's one of those songs that I have to, if I listen to it, I want it to have the same effect on me.
Yeah, you might lose its meaning a little bit. You don't want to wear it out.
Yeah, and I know that sounds silly because it's like buried in a obscure R.E.M. album, but I mean it's such a good song. I recommend everybody to listen to this song. If you haven't listened to it yet, go to YouTube, find it. Go to Spotify, whatever, find it. It'll be well worth your time. But it's a
headphones.
Yes.
Headphones or some good speakers, good car stereo, good studios. Yeah, something good so you can really listen to it.
It's a sad song, but it's a very, very good sad song.
It has some hopeful notes in it, I'd say. It's like most of it's in a minor key, but in the chorus it resolves up to a major, which is kind of the minor, for those out of the know, is kind of the sad sounding chord. And the major is more like the happy sounding chord in layman's terms. Yeah. So there's some slight subtleties that will show a little bit of hope. But other than that, I mean, it's a very haunting song. It's got a very, it's interesting. The song has like a lumber to it, like a swing in a way. It's weird the way it has a certain energy to it. It's definitely worth a listen.
Now, you mentioned minor and major chords. Quick sidebar for a minute. I was watching a video a couple of days ago, and it was a guy playing metal in a major key. And every single song sounded like an R.E.M. song.
Wow. Okay, okay, yeah, because they tend to stay in minor keys and then solo in like pentatonic scales and stuff.
Yeah,
Tend to,
tend to.
obviously. Yeah.